What is going on, guys? Luke here today, and I want to talk about Ark Invest buying Bitcoin, but with one huge catch. And guess what? Bitcoin also ties in with Tesla right now, and it will not only affect your Tesla stock, but your entire portfolio massively moving forward. And is Bitcoin or any other crypto even right for you and I to buy in the first place? I'll give you all that information as I have packed this video with a ton of value, and all I ask for in return is for you to gently tap that like button, real gentle like, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Ark has actually been involved with Bitcoin since 2015, and back then they actually bought coins. But because of a bunch of government rules and a bunch of crap like that, they had to move away from that and own it indirectly. So where does Ark see it now, today, in 2021? I'll let Cathie tell her yourself from this clip from a recent interview she just had. I'll also link it down in the description if you want to see the whole thing, as she discusses all kinds of things she is bullish on moving forward.
Can you put a price on your level of bullishness?
We are extremely bullish. Our confidence in it has gone up since 2017 because what we saw as it dropped from 20,000.
I mean, seriously, guys, she is just so smart, and even though she won't return my messages, I think she will come around to me one day. Oh, wait! Zoom in on that right there. What is this? Did I just see that? Can you guys see that? All right, before we overreact, I'm gonna assume that's her brother in that picture. Moving on. So as you can see right there from that clip, she is extremely bullish on Bitcoin. So I went back and did a little bit of research and actually found out that she thinks Bitcoin will eventually hit $400,000 to $500,000 per coin, which even at today's all-time highs at $28,000 or whatever the heck it is, going up to those levels is a massive move, like a 20x move or so. So to get around all the government rules we actually talked about earlier, Ark is actually holding the ticker symbol GBTC. There it is right there. They hold over 6 million shares of this worth almost $200 million. So this isn't a small position to say the least. So what is the catch? I mean, if Ark's buying, I'm in too. And the shares of this is actually cheaper than trying to buy the whole coin, and it's much more trustworthy than some of the sites out there where you can buy and trade Bitcoins. Crypto is a very complex world, and this seems to take most of the complexity completely out of it. And you're right, it absolutely does, but at a cost. When you purchase your shares of GBTC, you are actually paying a 25% premium for that privilege. So you're not actually purchasing as big of a portion of Bitcoin as you think you are, and at 25%, that is a massive premium to pay, and I normally would never pay that for anything I buy ever. But given what I will lay out for you guys next right here, it may make some sense to get the exposure even at the higher cost. But how the heck does all this tie in with Tesla? Well, once again, Elon and Twitter move markets, as he was discussing moving some of Tesla's money into crypto on Twitter. There are many great videos out there about how Tesla would convert some of its cash to Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency. But the gist of the story is exactly that. Tesla converting some of its cash or assets into crypto. It's actually a very interesting concept for sure, which led to many other videos discussing the impacts of such a transaction. Yes, Square and other companies like that hold it, but remember they also allow the transactions on their platform, so it's a little bit different than Tesla choosing to hold it as cash reserves. But there's nothing out there that says they cannot do it either. At least for now, there's nothing that says they can't. So if Tesla actually decides to do this, and there are rumors circulating that Elon is already doing it, again, they're rumors, so slow down, there will be massive effects on your portfolio, and not just your Tesla stock, but all of the stocks that you own. Actually, there is a great opportunity to affect your portfolio by getting 4 free stocks with Webull when you open an account and deposit $100 until January 15th. Now, if Elon makes this move and puts a large part of the balance sheet into Bitcoin or another crypto, it will cause a seismic shift in the stock price. If he does just a small amount, like 1% of their cash or something like that, that's a much smaller move and it'll be more buzz than anything. But converting just a large chunk of their cash, say 20% or more, would really move the stock. That's because for every crypto bull out there, and there are many in the Tesla EV tech community here on YouTube and online and basically everywhere, there are many other large institutional investors and others who are strongly against crypto. Now yes, I agree, crypto is finally getting some shine, but it's still not mainstream yet. Now having said that, if Tesla goes this route and it is successful and other tech giants follow suit, even if it's just 1 or 2% of the cash, it will send Bitcoin skyrocketing. Right now, Bitcoin's market cap is, right around 500 billion or so. But how much cash is on the balance sheet for all the tech companies out there? I mean, heck, Apple is close to 200 billion. Microsoft and Facebook are up over 100 billion. So really those three right there could almost buy all the Bitcoin in the world and control the whole thing. And this is exactly where the bulls get their argument from about Bitcoin going to 300,000, 400,000, or 500,000. If corporations decide to jump in, just look out. And that is completely plausible that they decide to do that if Tesla jumps in first. But it would upend your portfolio to say the least, and let me explain why. Can you imagine the battles out there in trading land if this were to happen? Not only do you have the bulls and the bears of every stock you own, and every stock has those, now you have an additional layer of bears and bulls for the amount of crypto your stock holds. At least when it first got going, it would make for some completely irrational trading to say the least, and would fundamentally shift investing altogether. To me, it would be the single biggest shift in investing since investing went digital. Alright, so here's where I stand on all of this and what I am doing personally. I have been hearing for over 20 years to invest in gold because fiat currency is on its way out the door and gold is where you need to be. And the same identical arguments are being made with crypto now, and a lot of the gold investors have actually just moved into crypto instead. But here are the two undeniable reasons why fiat currency will not die that you need to think about, but also keep in mind that doesn't mean there isn't a place for crypto too. Number one, until the world as a whole, meaning every major government decides to get off the US dollar standard, the US dollar and other currencies traded in the US dollar will hold relative value. You would need every government of every G20 country to agree to trade in crypto instead of dollars, and by default, that also means all of those governments agree to give up control and have a completely free market where they have no way to manipulate it. That just is not happening in my opinion. Other countries would rather negotiate with the US and be able to control their own currency before ever losing that control. And number two, crypto and any other method of payment among large corporations and governments could be legislated completely away tomorrow if it became a real big threat. The US government could just simply ban all companies from holding crypto. Or they can just choose to tax it out of existence. The power lies with the governments in the end. Does that mean crypto is going away or the government is looking to do that? Absolutely not, and there's no reason to. I actually think the governments need cryptocurrency to help maintain fiat currency. There are just certain needs that fiat currency cannot fill that cryptocurrency can fill perfectly. Crypto is another creation of wealth, and they want that to continue. They just do not want it to replace fiat money. So for me, holding crypto is something I am personally looking at doing. I just need to do more research and make the right decisions for me and my portfolio, but I can tell you right now, I am not risking my net worth on it like I'm hearing others are doing because it's guaranteed to go to the moon like every other penny stock out there. And I feel Ark views it the same exact way as I do, and they are willing to pay a 25% premium to hold it. So clearly they see massive upside. I mean, me and Cathie are soulmates, so it just makes sense that we're on the same page. So let me know down in the comments your thoughts about crypto and fiat currency. And we will see you in the next one.